Hello and welcome to episode 29 of the Wellbeing Knits podcast. My name is Robin and today's episode is going to be mostly about acquisitions, I'm afraid, or not really, but yeah, so it's kind of acquisition heavy, but I hope you will stick around. I have three whips to show, and then no finished objects today, and then all haul and acquisitions. And I've got a bit of a cold, so I don't know if my voice sounds funny. And I'll try not to do anything gross. So if you've been here for the last, I'm Wellbeing Knits on Instagram and on Ravelry, and I have a Ravelry group called the Wellbeing Knitters. And if you have been here for the last couple of episodes, you will know that I'm running a make along over on both Instagram and Ravelry, called #MR_Stashdown2026, and I'm running that with @makes.by_Mia on Instagram, and it's to encourage everyone to use their stash. So anything purchased before 2025 is eligible for an entry into the make along. We accept works in progress, finished objects, and we encourage double dipping. So currently, you may have seen the Cozy Crab and Yarn and Glitter are doing a sock along on Instagram called the Funky Feb sock along, and we've seen a few double dipping into both of those, so that's been really fun to see a lot of an increase in socks this month. So go check out their pages if you want some more information. And speaking of Cozy Crab, she has kindly donated a prize, which I've mentioned in a couple of episodes, and it's also on the Ravelry listing. We've listed all the prizes. Me and Mia both have a group each on Ravelry, so we encourage you to post it in both groups on Instagram using the hashtag and tagging us. It's really important if you tag us as well, so we can see everything. And yeah, it's been really great. So I wanted to mention it a bit more because another prize has arrived. So a couple of prizes have arrived. So we've been donated 100-gram skein of watermelon self-striping yarn from Buttoned Up and Pinned Down. So thank you so much to Buttoned Up and Pinned Down, and to Cozy Crab, of course, as I mentioned. And I think I mentioned last time we've got some patterns from Hand Knit by Sam. Thank you, Sam. And the Dye Shack has kindly donated some yarn, which I'm collecting at East Anglia Yarn Festival. And I can't wait to see what she's got for us. Mia herself is also donating some of her beautiful project bags, which I've bagged one, and I'm going to tell you all about it. And we've also received 4 skeins of hand-dyed DK yarn from Wildflower Yarn. So Mia has the Buttoned Up and Pinned Down and the Wildflower Yarn, but we've also been donated some yarn from Yarn and Yarns, and she sells, as far as I can tell, she sells commercial yarns. I'll link all of these below. But yeah, so sorry, my notes are over there. I don't know if I mentioned that. I've started this 3 times, so I'm a bit like, I don't know what I've said and what I've not said. So Yarn and Yarns has donated 4 skeins of West Yorkshire Spinners yarn, and we're going to be giving away 1 per quarter. That's the idea. So I just thought I'd show you that quickly. It went on my Instagram stories, and actually both myself and Mia have a highlight for the prizes on our Instagram profiles. So if you wanted to see all the prizes, we have all of that highlighted on the Instagram story. It's kind of difficult to add pictures on Ravelry, so we've used Instagram for that, but the list is also on the Ravelry group. But this is the yarn. Isn't that beautiful? I don't want to take it out because I don't want it to get, not that it would get dirty obviously, but like I just don't want it to get too messed up. But this is West Yorkshire Spinners yarn. We have this is Spring Green, Summer Sunset, Autumn Leaves, and Winter Icicle. So we've divided them up into the seasons, because they are seasonal yarn, and we'll be giving them away depending on the season. So isn't that beautiful? I love those. I know I already have this pink one, but I definitely need to get this green one. Beautiful. So thank you so much, Yarn and Yarns. And if you're still curious about the make along, it wasn't in the last episode, but it was definitely in the episode before that, I think. And then I also discussed it in the last episode, but it's also in a pinned post on my Instagram or Mia's Instagram as well. So yeah, we're really loving it, really enjoying it. Ravelry is a great place to have a look at the chat and everything. Everyone's chatting away on there. It's really good. Like I said, like we said, I don't know if I said this yet, we both have a group each. So check out both the groups, and please post in all 3 areas. If you have Instagram, post in Instagram as well as Ravelry, and vice versa. It counts as you could get potentially 3 entries with 1 post. So Mia's group, my group, and Instagram. So yeah, highly encourage that. And like I said, double dipping is definitely encouraged as well. Let's get into the other stuff, shall we? So what am I wearing? I'm wearing my Always vest. Oh, sorry, is it called the Always vest? I had in my head it was called the Always vest, and then I meant to look and I forgot to look. So let me just double check. Where are you? Yeah, Always vest by Daku, or she is known as the Bluebird Box. So you can see it has this kind of detail down the side, which is really cute. Yeah, it's just a little vest. So, and I made this actually with like some leftover yarn that I had. That's why it's funky colours. Right, so then finished objects. I do have a finished object actually, but I don't have it with me. It was a gift for a friend for her birthday. I'll put a picture here. It was a Sophie scarf by Petite Knit, and I knit it in yarn from, I don't know how to say this place. I always call it Sostrene green, but I think that's wrong. Yeah, and it's their wool blend, so it was a 70% wool, 30% viscose from bamboo, so it was quite kind of a fluffy yarn. Yeah, so I'll put a picture here. And then works in progress. Right, so this wasn't on the needles last time I podcast, but it is part of my, I'm participating in the Yarn and Yarns 12 cast-ons, so hashtag YNY12 cast-ons 2026, which is hosted by Yarn and Yarns, and it encourages that the idea is that you cast on 12 projects for the year to work on between, I think it was like Christmas Day and the end of January. So I cast on 8 projects. You only had to cast on 1 to kind of participate. So a great way to kind of double dip into that as well, if you're doing the make along, my make along and her make along. So this is, like I said, this hadn't been on the needles, but I had mentioned that I planned to cast it on at some point. Now it doesn't look like much, I understand, and it's on a very short cable. But this will be the Dustland sweater by Stephen West. And I finished the first ball. I just haven't attached the second ball yet to carry on. I've got 8 things on my needles, so I'm a bit preoccupied. So yeah, beautiful. I love this yarn. It's so squishy. Oh, it's lovely. I love the colour. I love everything about it. And this yarn is, oh, did I write it down? No. This is West Knits yarn. It is his DK, I believe it's called Tandem, possibly. And the colourway is Hyacinth. I could be wrong. I'll put it on the screen. whatever it is. But yeah, so Dustland sweater on the needles. And I did post this on Instagram actually, so that's why I'm a bit like, what am I doing? Let me see if I can find it on my Instagram. There we go, that was it. So it is Westwall Tandem in the colourway Hibiscus. So I was a bit off, but there you go. And it's the Dustland sweater by Stephen West. Beautiful, beautiful. And then I have I am knitting another project for the hashtag YNY 12 cast-ons 2026 is the, oh, here they are. It is the Dustland socks. Oh, sorry. No, this isn't the Dustland socks. This is the Dotted Rays by Stephen West. Oh, I'm mid-row. Oh, that was silly. Oh well, I'll have to show it as best I can. So this is the Dotted Rays by Stephen West, and is that the back? No, I think that's the front. No, this is the front. So that is the Dotted Rays by Stephen West. Now this yarn here, the green and red, is Resting Grinch Face by Blue Fern Yarns, and I ran out before I could finish the small size because, you know, I didn't swatch. So here it is. And what I've done, here it is. I don't know what I'm talking about now. I didn't swatch, and so I went stash diving and I found this red to finish it off. So I thought that might be quite nice. And I'm calling it my Christmas, my Christmas cowl. I'm committing, my Christmas shawl. I'm committing to that now. To me, it's Christmas colours, and I can't unsee that. So there we go. And I'm sorry it's mid-row. That was not sensible, but I'm hoping it'll be a finished object by next time because I want to cast this off now. And that is currently living in my very woodland themed Joe Pickalilly bag. Joe Pickalilly bag. And I have no idea what the red is. It was just a skein I found in my stash. So that is that project, and you've seen that a couple of times. I think I put a couple of pictures on Instagram as well if you're over there. And it's, I will try and update. Oh no, I've updated my Ravelry. So my Ravelry should show the most recent pictures I took of it, which doesn't include the red, but you get the general idea. So then, now, so sorry, that was the Dotted Rays by Stephen West. And now I have the Dustland socks by Stephen West. And they are here. Aren't they beautiful? So at slightly different points, I've kind of carried on a little bit more with the green than I did with the pink. I'm doing them, what is it called? 2 at a time, but they're not on the separate cables, whatever that's called. So yeah, they're really cute. They are going to be 2 pairs of socks, so a pink pair and a green pair. And I obviously cast them both on because of the Yarn and Yarns 12 cast-ons. So I wanted to, this was kind of my I had 2 cast-ons from these 2 projects, obviously. The pink is an Opal yarn, and the green is evergreen. Sorry, the pink is an Opal yarn, and the green is a West Yorkshire Spinners in the colourway Evergreen, and it's a signature 4-ply. So yeah, and they are on a 2.25mm needle and 60 stitches for this pattern, as far as I can remember. The only thing I didn't do, the pattern had a rolled cuff, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, so that's that. And they are also living in a Joe Piccolilli bag. Very on theme for the month. And there's her tag there. A little heart bag, and it's a roll top one as well. Beautiful. And then I am attending East Anglia Yarn Festival, as I mentioned, I think. And the pattern for East Anglia Yarn Festival this year is the Love Note. So the knitted pattern is the Love Note by TinCanKnits. And I wanted to get involved. I have knit one, but I don't like it. So I wanted to knit another one, another one with different yarn. And I didn't know what to use really. So I went to a local yarn shop and found this yarn. And this is so soft. This is Sirdar Soft Down Double Knit, so DK. It's from West Yorkshire. Sorry, it's from West Yorkshire, not West Yorkshire Spinners, Sirdar. And it is 80% acrylic, 20% wool. This is the shade 0108 Lilac Whisper. And it's really pretty. And you can see the halo there. So yeah, so I got 2 balls, which should be enough to knit a Love Note. And I'm knitting it on 6mm needles as called for in the pattern. I had to buy the needles because I didn't have 6mm. And yeah, so let me just show you this. Kind of hard to show. It's like at a point where it's difficult. Let's see if I can spread out the pin, spread out the needles a bit. So this is the Love Note. See if I can. So you can see I've started the lace pattern already. And yeah, I haven't got very far with it, but there. So the light's kind of gone a bit, but there you go. So the Love Note, actually, I don't want to give too much away about the pattern obviously, but the Love Note pattern starts as a provisional cast on, and then you go back and do the rib afterwards, but I didn't want to do that. So I did the rib, I did the collar rib the situation, and then increased, and then now I'm on the lace section, and I'll try and show that a bit better. You can see that there. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that. And I kind of left it in the bag that I bought it in, which wasn't great, but it was just this cute bag. So it's sat in there for a bit, really. But yeah. So that's my current, and that is not part of the Annie yarns because I only cast on like last week, I think. So there we go. And then I just want to knit back to the make along, and as I said, I mentioned that Mia Makes Start by Mia had makes bags, and she is donating a bag to the prizes, 4 bags, 1 per quarter. And her bags are beautiful, and I had to get one for myself, so I did. Isn't it the cutest thing you've ever seen? It is so cute. It's so cute. Inside is just like a plain fabric. And there's a snowflake stitch marker on the zip, so you can actually take this off and use it, but it's so beautiful. I had to leave it on there. And she has her Makes by Mia tag on the other side, on the side, sorry. Beautiful. And I was going to try and show the size, but I don't have any yarn cakes with me. Oh, I do. So you could fit probably 2 cakes. Oh yeah, easily 2 cakes in there quite comfortably. And room for the project. So if you were doing if you were doing a sock, this would be perfect. But if you are doing a 2 skein something, you could fit that in for sure. It's beautiful. It's really well made. It has the outer fabric is obviously a bit sort of quilted almost. Yeah, beautiful bag. Mia is a very good bag maker. The seams are so neat, everything is beautiful. So please check out Mia Makes. Makes, I'll put her name on the screen anyway. Makes.by.Mia. But please check out her shop. She has a Ko-fi, as far as I remember, a Ko-fi shop, and that will be linked below in the kind of prize list. She's in that list. Beautiful. So, and she's just lovely. She's really, really lovely, so kind. And it's been really great doing this make along with her, because she hasn't done one before, but it's like she has. Do you know what I mean? So it's really great that she kind of brings her knowledge and experience of participating into one that she's now hosting. So that's really helpful. And yeah, she keeps me on track really, in a good way. It's really helpful. We help each other out, so it's really good. And now I'm afraid, or not really, it's acquisition time. So I have purchased some things. So let's start with this one. So we follow the Grocery Girls on YouTube, Instagram and all of that. And we've met them before. Me and my mum met them at Knit City in Vancouver. And one half of Grocery Girls owns a yarn dyeing company called Frankie Gray Fibres. Sorry, instantly forgot it then. Frankie Gray Fibres. And she was doing a free shipping week, I think it was, or a couple of days. And we'd missed the last one, so we wanted to try and get on to this one. So that's what we did. And I couldn't resist this one. I personally wouldn't have said it was very expensive either, which helped. And I just couldn't resist it. Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. I won't take it out of the plastic. I'm sorry about the crinkling, but it's beautiful. This was part of her, I think, part of her Valentine's event, Valentine's yarns. So it's fingering weight, 50 grams, 100% superwash merino wool high twist, 50 grams per skein. Yeah, I couldn't leave it in the shop, and it was fairly inexpensive, I would say. So yeah, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. My plan is to knit potentially now I'm going to kick myself because I can't remember what I was going to knit with it. A jumper, I think, like a faded jumper situation. But I can't remember which pattern I'd said. Yeah, beautiful. I'm just going to stare at it for a bit, obviously, but it is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful. I love this brown. I think the brown is actually probably my favourite. And these three in here. Oh, I love it all. It's beautiful. So as I said, that was free shipping. So we only paid for the yarn. The shipping was free. We wasn't sure if it was going to ship here for free, but it did. So yeah, really, really happy with that. And that was sort of a birthday gift. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? So Frankie Grey fibres. Definitely get them if they're doing a free shipping event again, or if you're having to pay the shipping, beautiful. I've not knit with her yarn before, so I can't speak to the quality of the yarn, but the colour, wow. Yes, so the other thing I have done is right. Oh, right. Okay. So at Christmas time, Wildflower Yarn was doing a mystery 2-for-1 deal, where you would get 2 skeins in a mystery bag, and you could get 2 for the price of 1. So I bought 2 mystery bags, so 1 was free, obviously 1 I had to pay for, but you got 4 skeins in total. So my mum had 1 and I had another one, and you can order the base. So we bought a sparkle for my mum and I just got a regular base, and it arrived at my parents', but I wasn't there, so my mum bought it with her, and beautiful. It's called the Lucky Dip. That was it, Lucky Dip. Unicorn sock, 4-ply fingering, 100 grams. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. And these are the 2 that I got. Pretty. Aren't they pretty? And I got a little duck. That's a stitch marker too. So yeah, really pretty. I've not used Wildflower yarn either. But like I said, she's donated some yarn to our prize pack, so thank you so much for that. And these are beautiful. And then also last year I won a prize. I entered to win, sorry, I knit the cowl, the Halloween cowl by Stephanie Lotfun, and I entered the cowl into the Ravelry group, and my name was drawn for a prize, and the yarn arrived. The yarn prize arrived. So it's from Cornbread and Honey in the States, and I got to pick, but it was a mini set that I picked. It was a mini set that you could win, basically, and I chose this one. This is a 5 mini skein set. Each mini is fingering weight, 25% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Sorry, 75-25, 93 yards, 20 grams. So 100 grams total. And it was in my green and pink moment that I'm still sort of trying to get over. And yeah, so this one just took my eye, and that's what I bought. Oh, sorry, that's what I won. Then I have to do this first. I can't get to the bottom of the bag. On February 14th, so Valentine's Day, I attended the Unravel Festival, and at the Farnham Maltings. This was the brochure for the event, and they have a second event in autumn, so in September 11th and 12th. But we went to the February 14th one. The February one. Beautiful. I love this picture, and then this picture, really pretty. And some yarn was purchased. So firstly, I went to Bird Street Yarn, and they had this tiny little box on the side that said something like sock sets, and something caught my eye, and then I kept looking through, and something else caught my eye, and something else, and something else. But anyway, this is what I purchased. So these are both sock sets from Bird Street Yarn. Let me show one at a time. Beautiful. And then this one, beautiful. And this one is called Robin's Nest. I mean, it was obvious, wasn't it, really? So that one had to come home with me, and my mom got one as well. And then this one, I'd seen this one on a podcast, possibly Wool and Wishes, I think. Beautiful. And this one is called Beach Ready. I love this mini. This mini is gorgeous. But this, wow. So they are 75-25 superwash merino nylon, 4-ply, 100 grams, 425 meters. So there are 20 and 100. So 100, I think. I think that's how that works. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. And then I went to, we walked around for a bit. And then I spotted another bargain bin. I'm a sucker for a bargain bin. Sorry, not sorry. And this one was at Moonlight Fibres. And I don't think I have any Moonlight Fibres. But I've had this vision in my mind of knitting a boucle vest for a while now. Sorry, I'm just going to close that. Yeah, that's too dark now. For a while now. And so it had to be done. I saw this yarn. It's boucle. It was on discount. The light's gone funny now on this one. Sorry. Hopefully it will change. But anyway, I'll bring you forward a bit, see if that helps. Anyway, so I saw this boucle, and I love the colours. They're really fun. And they were £13 a skein. That was the sale price, £13 a skein. So I got 3. There was only 3 in there, so I could only buy 3. That's my excuse anyway. But aren't they fun? Look at those. So fun. And that is Moonlight Fibre. And so it's called Electric Confetti. And it's on her Teddy DK base, 100 grams, 220 meters, 100% superwash merino. Beautiful. So it's not colours I usually go for. But beautiful. And there's some blues in there as well. So I'm going to knit a vest, a boucle vest. I was contemplating getting sort of white colour. And I thought me and white is probably not a great idea. So yeah, isn't that beautiful? It's so fun. I can't get over how fun it is. So that's my plan for that yarn. And I don't have any plans for the other yarn. We know this about me now, right? Then also in her bargain bucket, £13 a skein. Did I mention that? More Moonlight Fibres were these two. Beautiful. Just beautiful. There was a third one that my mum liked. So she had that one. Beautiful. These are called Perfectly Unique. They're both called Perfectly Unique. On the deluxe 4-ply, 100 grams, 400 meters, 85 superwash merino, 25% nylon. Beautiful. And I feel like you could use them together quite easily, really. Whether I would, I don't know. They may go into a shawl at some point. So yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. And that was it from Unravel. I didn't get anything else. I did get a flyer for the Big Flock, which is on May 16th and 17th. So we're planning on attending that one. And that is ran by the lovely John and Claire of Bird Street Yarn. So that's Big Flock. And then I also got, I'm assuming I'm okay to show this. She had it on her booth. I was complimenting the Crafty Bird on her beautiful Winnie the Pooh advent last year. Gorgeous. If you don't know what I'm talking about, my Vlogmas, it's on my Vlogmas. And and it was my favourite one. It's gorgeous. So I asked her what she's doing. She didn't, well, she told me she's doing a Downton Abbey themed advent next year. So pre-orders will open from the 3rd of April to the 1st of May, and then yarn is dyed May to June, and you can pay in instalments April, June and August. Orders will be dispatched the end of October to November in time for the start of December, and then spares will be available in November. But the picture, beautiful. She's got beautiful colorways, and her yarn's beautiful. So that's probably that decided really for me. I'm just trying to see what else I got. I got a little, it's a bit late, but Frankie Gray Fibres yarn that I mentioned. Let me just show it again, because you might have missed it. Frankie Gray Fibres. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. So that was that. She also sent a card. Yeah. And then I treat myself. So every year I buy the February yarn from Blue Fern Yarns. This year's theme is, it will say on the yarn. This year's theme is British Isles yarn. British Isles is the theme. So it's all areas around the British Isles. So January was Scotland, February was London, March I think is Cornwall, etc, etc. So I ordered the February one, and Shannon mentioned that there were extras, or maybe extras if we wanted extras, of the January one. And I resisted the January one. I had resisted it because you order it in December, and I don't always love doing that. So I said, no, I don't want it. I was lying. I was lying to myself. So I ordered January. God, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like this will never do it justice, but you get the idea. That's pretty true to colour, really. I'd say the pink's a bit brighter, but I don't know if I hide it. Yeah. Anyway, you get the gist. That's about it. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's pops of those pinks in here. Beautiful. I mean, it's Shannon. It's Blue Fern Yarns. Of course, it's going to be beautiful. But this is called Scottish Highlands January 2026 Yarn Duo. Classic sock, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 425 meters per 100 grams. There is a difference. No, it doesn't say it. That's okay. Oh, it does. Oh, no, it doesn't. British Isles Yarn Duo. No. But it's the tone. This is the tonal, and this is the you know, the main skin kind of thing. What am I going to do with them? I don't know. Then I ordered February. So they both came all at once. But I resisted and opened them last week on my birthday. And this one is called London at Dusk. I mean, at this point, I might as well just have my money directed to her, because honestly, really beautiful. So this is London at Dusk. Like I said, it's a classic sock base. Again, it will not do it justice, but you get the idea. It's beautiful. It's bright pink, some oranges in there, this kind of purpley colour. And then the main skein is kind of a grey purple colour. This is the tonal, sorry. I mean, beautiful, beautiful. So I now need to resist. But I tell you what, that January one, sorry for the crinkling. I'll stop doing that. The January one, just had to. And yeah, amazing, beautiful. And right, one last thing. So on, I don't know what day it was. On Tuesday, yeah, on my birthday. Which was last week, sorry. That was birthday yarn as well. Anyway, last week I went to, in Coventry, there's a place called the Scrap Store. And if you can name it, they have it. Fabric, yarn, knitting needles, thread, paper, card, pens, paint, stamps, bottle caps, tins, egg boxes. I mean, it's there. It's all there. And the idea is that it's kind of a recycle centre for craft goods. And I looked at the yarn, obviously. And sorry, I'm getting a bit stuffed up. I saw this yarn, and it's not my usual. You will see when I show you. It's not my usual yarn. I really don't like that light on me like that. That's slightly better. It's not my usual colours. It's not my usual type of yarn. But I saw it and I was like, ooh, that's nice. But I could only see, I think there was only about 4 skeins, and I thought, I don't know if that'll be enough. Then I found some more. So I bought them all. 50p. They were 50p. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that, it's so fun. Can I show that? Probably not. You see that? So they are Sirdar Reflection, they're called, fashion knitting. Shade 4, 25 grams, 63 yards approximately, 58 meters approximately. They're 100% nylon. Sorry, yeah, 100% nylon. Yeah, this like fun yarn, pink, green, purple. What could be better? So I found 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 skeins. I won't show them all because I'll just collapse. So 8 skeins. And my plan is to hold it double with where are you? This is an example. Yeah, this will do. Hold it double with a, oh, I like it. I knew I would. Hold it double with a yak for a top. So that's my plan. I'm curious to know how it will look, but I thought that might be quite fun. Yeah. What do you think to that with the yak? Would you put it with a different colour? I was thinking a base colour, so I was thinking maybe a cream potentially as well. But I've got 2 skeins of yak, so I thought rather than buying, because I'd have to buy undyed yarn else, really. So this is the only undyed yarn I have is yak. And I believe I have 2 skeins. If not, I mean, this is an option. Morally Grey by Blue Fern Yarns as well. I have 2 of those, so that's an option as well, I guess. I'm not trying to tone it down in any way. I gravitate more to kind of greys and blacks and things like that. So that's an option. And of course I have a lot of yarn. But it's just what to pair it with. So that was my idea, was go undyed, an undyed skein, and either like a cream or a yak or something. When I say cream, I mean just undyed. So yeah, beautiful. And really fun, I thought. And one last thing. Because it was my birthday, my friend bought me a gift, and it's really fun. It's perfect. So it says Robin's knitting bag, and it's huge. Oh, it's absolutely huge. I just love it so much. She did very well with this one. And you can see all the those balls of yarn in there. It's massive. It's absolutely massive. It had all that yarn in there that I've just showed you. So yeah, I was very pleased with that. Thank you. If you're watching. I don't know if Tracy watches, but thank you, Tracy. And yeah, that is everything, I think. Let me just check my notes, make sure I'm not missing something major. Yeah, that was it. So thank you so much for watching. Oh, and I wanted to quickly say thank you so much to all the new subscribers. It's been brilliant to see you all joining and watching and commenting as well. Thank you so much for subscribing. And that's actually reminded me, goodness me, the make-along that I'm hosting with Mia has been mentioned on a few podcasts as well, which has kind of brought some subscribers here. So if you are from those podcasts, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing and watching. So we have been featured, I'm going to use that term, we have been featured on Ruth Loves to Knit, which was me and Mia. Just, we were shocked. We were like, wow. So Ruth loves to knit, and she is joining in the mail. She's already posted, I think, 2 projects already. So we've got Ruth loves to knit. Memily Makes, so lovely Emily of Memily Makes has also mentioned our little Mel. Emily Knits has also mentioned the make along. Let me just make sure I've got her. I'll put all the names here. So yeah, Emily Knits. Let me just find out, double check what her name is on here. Yeah, Emily_knits_. So that is Emily of Emily Knits. And Past Pearls also mentioned us. I think her name is past.pearls. Oops. Past Pearls? Oh, it's not going to do it now. I spelled it wrong. Yes, Past Pearls. Pearls, like knit pearl, that kind of pearl. I don't know what the pearl is. So she has kindly mentioned our make along. And who else? Oh, Carla Yarn and Yarns mentioned it as well. So thank you, Yarn and Yarns. Carla's Crochet Craft. I don't know if she's got a Crochet Crafts and Creation. So thank you, Carla. Carla also has a little yarn dyeing business. She is under, I think she's called 3C's Yarn on Instagram. So if you're looking for Carla's Crochet Crafts, she's 3C's Yarns on Instagram, but Carla's Crochet Crafts on YouTube. And Yarn and Glitter, Emma of Yarn and Glitter. So thank you, Emma. And yeah, I feel like there's another one, but no, that was it, I think. If you have mentioned, please comment below or message me on Instagram to say that you've mentioned. I'm really behind on podcasts, so just comment below and tell me that you've mentioned, and I'll pop over and watch for sure. And we're getting lots and lots of people are using the hashtag on Instagram a lot as well. So yes, thank you everybody, and thank you, like I said, for subscribing. And I haven't done one of these in a while. I've realised I said 2 a month and I'm on like the last week of the month, so don't want to pressure myself, but I should be doing one next weekend as well. But next weekend will be a little bit different. What I fail to remember is that I'm not that fast. I'm fast at knitting, but it's just me. So I've got to produce something here. So yes, anyway, there'll hopefully be one next weekend, just to kind of curve into the February as best I can. And it, like I said, it'll be a little bit different. If anyone remembers me saying I would do something last year, it may be coming up next weekend if I can get myself organised. And yes, that is it. Thank you again so much for subscribing, and please like, comment below, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.